Kia ko Jenna toko ingoa. I'm the Waikato District Physical Education Officer.
Ko Pat toko ingoa. I'm the Physical Education Team Leader based here at college. And this is our breakdown of the 4 components of the PAT. The 2.4k run. We use this to test your cardiovascular fitness and endurance, which is really key for you as a recruit and in your work as a police officer.
Scoring for the run takes into account your BMI. You'll have to have a look at the scoring matrix to understand how many points you could receive.
To get maximum points, males need to run under 10:15 and females under 11:15. You can score points if you run over these times, but we really recommend that you train to hit the maximum.
Early in the recruitment process, you'll be asked to provide your current 2.4 kilometre run time, so it's important to be aware of where your fitness is at when you apply.
We really recommend that you get out and test this 2.4 because you can use this to gauge your training from there on in. The number one mistake I see people making is getting out and running a 2.4 3 times a week. What you need to do is build up your running tolerance by running a bit further than that more often. We recommend starting with around 10 kilometres a week of running and then adding a K or 2 per week as you get fitter. It's important for your run training that you vary the types of runs you do. So generally we look at doing one longer run per week, certainly over the 2.4k distance, one faster run per week where you might do intervals, and one easy run per week. You'll be able to find more resources on how to do these runs on the New Cops website. If you're brand new to running, a walk to run program is the best place to start. Just remember, if this is you, it is going to take some time, so start your training and work towards it before you apply. We tend to find with new runners that they go wrong when they do too much, too fast, too soon.
So it's important to train to your current capacity and build up slowly. You may find technology helpful to track your progress.
While a lot of people like to run on a treadmill, I always recommend that you do less than 50% of your training on the treadmill. And because treadmills help you out with pace a little bit, it's really important that when you test your 2.4Ks, you do that outdoors.
The second component of your PAT is the vertical jump. This tests your lower limb power and coordination.
You can measure yourself at home by reaching up to a wall with 2 hands, getting a friend to mark, turning side on, jumping and touching as high as you can with 1 hand. Women, you're aiming to do at least 40 centimetres and then 48 centimetres for max points. You will get points if you jump lower than this, but again, aiming for the max. So to practice for jumping, all you need is a wall and then practice your side on jumps as high as you can. I always recommend doing 5 jumps after each run if jumping is something that you're concerned about. What we find is most people who can pass the run time also do really well on the jump.
If the vertical jump is a challenging component for you, a really good way to train is by practicing some box jumps at the gym, starting from a lower height and progressing your way through as you build your confidence.
The press-ups are one of our measures of upper body strength. The real key with press-ups is technique over numbers. So we're going to break down the technique now, and what I really want you to do at home is get your technique correct and then slowly build up your numbers over time. So to set up for press-ups, the PEO will get you to lie down with your arms out at 90 degrees. We'll then take our middle fingertip and put it where the crease in your elbow is. You then bring your middle fingertip to our middle fingertip with your hands lined up with ours. That is how wide your grip will be set. From there, you can wriggle your body back or forward to get comfortable, come up onto your knees and up to the top in the starting position. From there, you'd start your press-ups. We need to see that 90-degree angle at the elbows. When people are really struggling with their push-ups, it's because they're not getting to depth. If you're struggling to get that low, then a really good idea is to what we call regress the press-ups, and that means putting your hands up on some surface. Maybe it's a table, maybe it's a couple of chairs. It can be anything that's high enough so that you can easily get down to that 90-degree angle. From there, build up your number on that platform. Once you can do 20 on that platform, find something lower. Once you can do 20 on something lower, then you'll be ready for the ground. Our final PAT test is the grip strength. We use this to assess your upper limb strength, your gripping strength, which is required for a few different policing tasks. On the day, we measure combined grip strength. So it's your right plus your left. You're going to stand up nice and tall, arms straight out in front, elbows straight, and then squeeze our handheld dynamometer as hard as you can. In terms of testing yourself, the grip strength is the hardest thing. We use a specific kind of handheld dynamometer and you won't have one of these at home. What we find though is that people who are strong enough to do the press-ups are generally strong enough to do the grip as well. If you do feel like grip is going to be an issue for you, there is some training that you can do at home. Any household object, a tennis ball works great. Hold it out in front of you just like we do for our testing and squeeze it as hard as you can. I generally say starting off with 3-second holds 3 times a week is a really good place to start, and you can build that up to as much as 5-second holds 5 times a week. So good luck for your PAT training. My number one piece of advice, start running and start doing press-ups as soon as you can. We really find that those are the things that people struggle with the most. So getting out for those runs, hitting the pavement and practicing your press-ups is going to be your key to success.
We can't wait to see you at your district PAT.